Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be drawing Banana Man with no references whatsoever. I don't even know what pose I'm going to draw him in yet. I probably should have thought about that before I started, but yeah, let's go ahead and just start by drawing a circle, and we'll see where this goes. Do we want him standing, sitting? Let's do sitting. I never draw people sit, and I'm sure this will be fine. Let's draw him sitting. There's a ledge. Here's his legs. How do people sit? I don't know, but he's got a cloak, so maybe that'll, cover up most of his body? No, I could do that, but I'm not going to. Alright, we gotta draw Bean, Bean, because, I don't know, it might make it easier. I hope it makes it easier. I don't really know if it will. Alright, go ahead and draw his little neck right here. That's a very wide neck, but you know what? That's fine. He can have a wide neck right now. Alright, that's not exactly perfect, but you know what? It's not bad. It's a bean. let's try to add some limbs. Limbs onto the bean. Hold on, let me actually define this a little bit. As if he's sitting on the edge of a building. Why? I don't fucking know. He was like, ooh, a building, and sat there. That's why. Alright. Don't you ever just want to dangle your legs? It's fun. You just want to dangle his legs. Alright. Let's go ahead and get his leggies, which I have no idea how to draw freaking legs. I suck at drawing legs even when I do have a reference, so we'll give him some baggy pants today just to cover up all the little mistakes that I make. But I don't know exactly how long to make his legs. I'm also kind of giving him thick legs. You know what? That's fine. He can have thick legs today too. He can have whatever he wants to have. I have no idea what I'm doing with these freaking spirals, by the way. I'm just doing this. Alright. Just kind of throwing shapes down, trying to get stuff to look mostly right. As long as it looks mostly right, it should be good enough for me to draw pants over, right? Yeah, sure. I mean, it's his thighs are like a quarter the size of his calves. That's not right. I need to redo that. I wish I didn't, but I do. I made his legs way too curved. His legs don't curve that much. He doesn't have that thick of legs. He's a very lanky character. He doesn't have very much muscle or anything. He's very skinny. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah, and Banana Man has a pumpkin on his face. I just didn't feel like drawing hair, so I was like, yeah, we'll make it Banana Man. Because I was going to draw someone without a reference either way today. It just happened to be Banana Man. We're gonna say that's good. We'll figure that out, okay? We'll figure something out for those legs. we'll do something. Right now they're gonna stay there. They can stay there and be how they are. Maybe we'll move the building and straighten his legs out. But I just want to move on from his legs right now. Should we? Probably not. We probably should fix it. But I don't want to. We're going to put his hands right here, which I can just look at my own hands as a reference. But I said no references, but also, is that really cheating looking at your hand? I don't think it's cheating looking at your hand as a reference. I'm going to say it's not because I'm going to do it. I don't care if it is. Alright. There we go. So, that's not perspective exactly right, but you know what? We're gonna pretend like it is for the moment because I can do that. I can do that. Wow, look at how amazingly perspectived this is. It's beautiful. I'll just give him a little mitt for now. Yeah, sure, that's fine. It's not bad. It's not like perfect or anything, but that's actually not terrible. Right. Now we give him a little bit of a neck. I haven't given him his head yet. We kind of are on like a above him perspective. So part of his head's probably gonna be covering up his shoulder. Which where's he looking? Probably down at the, I assume it's gonna be a city down here. I mean he's at the top of a freaking building. That's not exactly right. We need to do right there. There. Kind of just sketch this out. This pencil's very dull, which I thought about before recording this, and actually it's kind of helping me because I'm just scribbling. I'm just scribbling. All right. He's got. I should probably make sure I'm gonna perspective these eyes correctly. But probably is different than what I'm gonna do. Okay, that's kind of shitty, the pumpkin, but that is fine. It doesn't matter. We'll fix that later. You gotta fix the legs now because we did all we could do for the frickin'. I mean, I guess we could start adding clothes onto him, but he's so disproportioned. And oh no, I started adding clothes. Oh no, what'll I do? All right. I just realized he's got a cloak covering this arm, so actually the perspective on that arm and the hand itself just straight up doesn't fucking matter at all. Let me think real quick. He's probably got his hand. He's leaning like this. The cloak's probably tucked behind his arm, actually. Like, it's probably up there behind his arm. But I want to show it up, so we're just going to show just his hand. Like, we're just going to show just his hand. Because I want the cloak to be right here, so it's going to be right here. I don't know if I need to like drape this down the building yet or not, because I don't know if I'm moving the building, so we're not going to put too much effort into that just yet. But we'll go like this, that, go like this at a circle. All right, go like this, and then we'll connect that up to there, which this actually connects like right there, but we can add lines wherever we want. This is actually supposed to be a little bit of shoulder armor. The shoulder armor was originally on this arm to keep this on the shoulder, but then I was like, yeah, I don't care anymore. I think it looks a little cooler when it's on here, but that is perspective wrong. Are we going to fix it? Not right now. Maybe later. Emphasis on maybe. Right. This should also be a pumpkin, not just a circle. Yeah, I don't really know if I'm translating that 100% correctly, but that looks close enough, I think. All right. I'm like running out of eraser on this. I'm gonna need a new one of these pencils probably soon enough. I like this big pencil. I wasn't 100% sure about it at first. I was like, I don't really know if I like this that much. But after using it for a long time, yeah, I really like this pencil. It's very convenient. It's very convenient to just have a thick pencil that I can kind of just helps me not get stuck in the details. So, it's nice. All right, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of adding details to his clothes because he doesn't have a very static design. I kind of just put him in whatever clothes. He just usually has some type of cloak. And that's really just a way for me to have to draw less details, if I'm being completely honest. It is important to his character, the cloak, but it's also just a way for me to not have to draw details. Because it wasn't important to his character until I just drew him with it so much. I was like, I'm gonna make this part of the story. Alright. I've actually done that for like a couple of things and a couple of different, like with Wimp. She wasn't originally going to be in like a big giant thing that covers most of her body, but then I was like, then there's less to draw. And I'm lazy. Alright. Go ahead and put his leg out to like here. His other leg out to like here. Honestly, I don't need to be doing these spirals for this. I just am. Just cause. Like, it honestly might be making it worse. But I don't care. I don't really care. I want to do the spirals, so I'm gonna do them. Alright, so this one stayed pretty much the same, like in where it was, but this one moved. And it moved wrong, because it needs to be facing up more. Alright. Go like that. And then go like that. There we go. Perfect enough. Alright. Yeah, that's still wrong. I was gonna say that's good enough, but no, it's still wrong. Alright. Let's decide where the knee's gonna go now. And then we'll draw this part of the calf in. I guess this is the entire calf, right? And then we'll draw the leg. See if we can do that. And maybe it'll be better when we do it like that. Alright, is that better? Not a ton better, but that is, I can say, good enough. How does his pants look? What pants are we going to give him? I don't know. That's, that is a me problem. Or that is a now problem. I need to figure out what he's wearing. Okay, this is the building now. This is where it is. I have moved it. It is now here. And we'll go ahead and put that right there. There we go. That's good enough. We should actually probably follow this through him a little bit just so that you can see it, but I don't really know. Okay, what should we do? He has more clothes. He has baggy pants. He typically always has baggy pants, actually. And that is yet again because I'm not very good at leg anatomy. I didn't study it, and it confuses me. I mean, I did study it, but not very well. Because I'm lazy, and I just didn't understand it, so... Arms make much more sense to me. I mean, I'm still not the best at drawing arms either, but they make more sense to me than legs do. I don't know why legs make, like, such little sense to me, but they just don't make a lot of sense. Alright. Trying to fix that. I know that's kind of a wonky-ass line. But no. That's, like, too much towards him. It needs to be, like, right here, maybe? And follow this a bit. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. Whoopsies. But we'll see. It's fine. It's good enough. Okay. How are we doing his pants though? How are we doing his pants? Well, he needs fucking shoes, which I forgot about. I usually cover his feet. What if I made this a dock? Is it too late to turn this into a dock and he's putting his feet in the water? I don't think it's too late to do that. I'm not coming up with excuses to not have to draw shoes. I am definitely not doing that. I would never come up with an excuse to not have to draw shoes. Alright. There we go. Log. This is the log that's on the dock. I have no idea what docks look like. This is just gonna be me just coming up with random shit. I've been on a dock like once or twice, probably. Wait, not probably. Yes, I've been on a dock. So I've seen one before. I can come up with something. If I had a ruler, this might be a little easier. I mean, I do. It's right next to me, but I'm not going to use it because I don't want to. But the water line's right there. The dock. This is the dock area. And maybe, hold on, wait, let me actually take my ruler. That line is straight. We'll go ahead and take it like that. Then like that. Then like that. Then like that. I don't know why I skipped drawing that line, even though I said then like that. What are we doing? We're making planks on the wood because it's a dock, and docks are made from planks. We're going to say that this one is, at least. We'll add one in the middle of this. I don't know entirely why I skipped it. Because I'm the most intelligent person. All right, now we can just add a line from... Okay, that line's not straight, so we'll come in here with a new line that I made crooked on accident because I moved the ruler. All right, we'll do another line, which I've moved again because I'm so good at keeping the ruler straight. I am, like, pretty much a professional. Like, geez. All right, but how are we actually going to do this? The pole is, like, right here, so this little corner doesn't fucking exist. We can take that angle right there and put it right there on a different piece of wood because it's not connected. Why? I don't know. I don't know how docks work. Shut up. Maybe it's like connected like this, like wrapped around or something. I don't know. We'll just pretend like it's connected. Let's just play pretend, okay? Wow, look at how connected that is. All right. Now we'll just add some lines here. You know, some of these planks are a little skinnier than the other ones, but you know, the woodcutter wasn't perfect. All right. Now he's just kicking his legs in the water. That's what he's doing, just kicking his legs in the water. Yeah, he's just kicking them. We'll erase his legs beyond the point of the water. Add a vague line. Add some more ripples because they kind of disappeared a little bit. Alright. We could add like a little shadow of where his legs are. But I don't want to add a lot of his leg. Alright. Now we'll add some wood texture onto this like log. Granted, it's kind of just going to be me shaking my hand a little bit because I'm not a professional at texturing wood. I don't really know what I'm doing if I'm being completely honest. Oh, hold on, wait. I did just remember this is underwater too, so actually under like right here will be shadowed. Alright, and then like beyond that, we're just gonna fucking erase. Because it doesn't need to be there. Alright, we'll make this a little darker and try to like gradient it a little, but I'm not gonna put a ton of work into that. We're just gonna pretend like that is perfect, that side. I still need to do his legs and then clean the entire thing up. This is gonna take a while. I could like just cut that off right here, just make it like a skinny dock, which I think would look better. We're not gonna do that though. We're just not gonna do anything about this stuff. It just gets to be floating lines. It's not that important. Okay, what do we do about his pants though? Like actually, I don't know. I've very much been putting this off. You can probably tell I've been doing everything else except for drawing his pants. Right. which honestly, like, I don't even think drawing his pants is going to be too hard. It's going to be, like, slightly annoying. Alright. Now we're going to give him ties on his legs, like these, because his pants are bunched up right here. Because they're, like, tied off, and that's why he's got his legs, like, in the water with no worries, because his pants are, you know, not going to get wet as long as he doesn't bring them down too low. Alright. Because he's got them loose pants that he's got, like, tied up. Alright. There we go. Go like that, and that, and that, and that, and then there. Yep, that wasn't that bad. I'm sure it looks a little off because it's very sketchy right now. I can't see 100% of it, but it'll be fine for what we need it for. Alright, I was about to start erasing this and, like, move on to adding details, but I did just realize, look at his fucking hand, dude. I forgot to do anything with the hand. Yay, you know what that means. Hand detail time. Alright, I was about to try to use the ruler as an eraser, because I'm a genius. Alright, so he's got gloves on. We're not gonna try to draw his gloves, but, like, I mean, they might get drawn, I don't really know. How do we do this? How do I make it his hand lay on the fucking thing perspective-wise? I don't know. I really, really don't know. Alright. 4 and 5. Yes, this is not perfect. Is it fine? Yes. We're going to hope we can turn it into a better hand with a smaller pencil, but we're not going to hope too much. We're just going to not look at it. Alright, time to cut the time lapse and make this into the best drawing you've ever seen. There we go. I finished it. I think it looks much better than the sketch did. Granted, I still did completely mess up this arm. If you look, it's connected here. His shoulder would be here now. I kind of moved around his body a bit. It's definitely not perfect. Not perfect at all. But I think it's really good. For no references, just doing it, I think it's pretty good. I could have probably done more with the fabric hitting the wood and then, like, coming out, because the cloak is actually, like, down to his feet, kind of. Well, actually, where is this? Where would this go down to? It'd probably go to, like, right here or something. So it's a little longer than that, but it's fine. His arm's messed up, but, like, besides that, I think I did a pretty good job at, like, actually doing this. Like, it's actually not bad. I did forget to kind of erase the under sketch, which is what I'm doing right now, but yeah, there we go. I'm done. See you next time. Bye. Subscribe.